Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure this evening to bring you the Horley Littletop Children's Circus. There are 5 children's circuses in the United Kingdom, 4 of them in England, and I don't think it's boasting on behalf of these young people if I tell you that Horley has got probably the best reputation of the lot, and we hope we can turn it on for you this evening. And we'd like to start our evening off by introducing you to the high spot of our evening. Can I just say to you that with circus, things are made to go wrong so that when they go right, they're really incredible. And we usually manage to do this with things like bits of music and tape rather than with the acts, amazingly enough. And my friend back there has actually lost the music. The high spot of our evening, ladies and gentlemen, could we bring on our stilt walkers? Now wait a minute, just a minute, you're not any way at all stilt walkers, are you? I always have trouble with monkeys. I always have trouble with monkeys. Now, will you please go away? I'll call you when you're wanted. And I certainly won't call you before, so come on, off you go. Go, go. Right, perhaps we can now get on with the show proper and introduce you to the Horley Littletop Children's Circus Stilt Walkers. I think you'll be quite safe at that end. Right, we'd now like to introduce you to the next highlight of our acts, the tumblers and the acrobats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our acrobats. Just about had enough of this, I'm telling you. Look, will you please go back in the dressing room and read your contracts? Go back and find out what you're supposed to be doing in this show, and it's not coming on and getting in the way. So off you go. Come on. I told you, you've got to be clever to be in this circus, and you're not clever. You're not. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Elaine. Now, Elaine has developed an acrobatic act on stilts. Unfortunately, there's not room here with these lights for her to do it, but she's going to stand on her head for us while we welcome the Vondrowski Tumblers. Right, now ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask our tumblers to take a short break and to sit themselves down on the mat, because I want to introduce you to a couple of our oldest friends. Can you guys go and sit on the mat, because I want to get two guys through there. There's a guy who's one of the great wheelchair athletes of this world, Pete Chamberlain, and a guy who's been with us at H4D for more years than any of us can remember, Dave Nutter. And they're going to come and act as support to our trapeze act. Now we'd like to introduce you to our two trapeze artists, Katie and Heidi. They are, ladies and gentlemen, Katie and Heidi. And I don't know which one's which either. Thank you very much, girls. And can we have a round of applause, please, for our most able helpers? You've done very well, guys. Ouch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you think that was dangerous? Well, we've got three guys now, three young men, Danny, Chris and Trevor, who are going to be our daredevils of the evening, and they're going to jump over all these people. Now, the distance there is phenomenal. It's actually 20 feet. It is, it's 20 feet. If there's 10 people, that makes 20 feet. All right, so now let's see it first. Chris is going to leap. Oh, thank you very much. Trevor's first. Trevor's first. Oh, it takes a run up. It takes a run up. And this is Chris. And we've lost it. Oh, this is Flash. I mean, oh, you can't do this to me, you know. Come on. Off you go. Off you go. Flasher. You terrible man. You terrible man. Ladies and gentlemen, could we hear a round of applause, please, for the Vondrosky Tumblers? Excuse me. Time to go. I'm sorry. Could I apologise for this? I mean, circus shows are usually slick and go through very fast and are very impressive, and then we get things like this happening. Did you go and read your contracts? Oh, must be the small print. Well, look, just go away for now. I'll call you back in a minute. Oh. I promise you'll get a star part later on. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have our jugglers. Please welcome the Crackers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to say that we've got very ordinary kids in the Horley Circus, but they do extraordinary things. Perhaps we can call back the jugglers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crackers. I think it would be worth saying that 4 days ago that act didn't exist, and those three young people put the act together entirely themselves, and nobody in the circus company had seen it before you did. I've found a job now. I've found a job now for the apes at last, so you can cheer them this time. Come on, give it some welly. They're going to roll the mat up and get it sort of well out of the way. That's what it's all they're good for, really. I mean, come on, don't take all day about it. Right, you can just leave it at the end. That's it. And then go away because you're frightening the baby. Now, come on. Just a minute. Hey! Send an ape back. An ape. One will do. Come on. Do it again. Do you want some help? Want some help? And don't you dare move. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet now one of our clowns. A young lady called Vicky. What have you got in that box? Huh. Felicity. Is Felicity an animal? What sort of animal?
A flea.
Oh. Felicity Flea. What does Felicity do?
He's a performer.
She's a performer. Oh. Well, let's see Felicity then. Oh. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see a performance by Felicity Flea, and to start with, we're going to have a single somersault from Vicky's left hand to Vicky's right hand. Oh, that's fantastic. That was amazing. Can Felicity do a double somersault? Double somersault. Wow. Felicity is amazing. What's that? Oh, she's run off. Felicity's run off. Well, where do you think she's gone? Look, you know the sort of hair she likes, don't you? Go and have a look round and see what you can find. Ah. No, sorry. That is not Felicity. Goodness me. That was a different colour. That's Felicity. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Felicity Flea will now attempt a triple somersault. Now, I believe that deserves a big round of applause. Don't you? Big round of applause. What a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Vicky deserves your applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there's a name on the front of a piece of this equipment. Will you please welcome the great Blondini. Show us some muscle. Oh, that's really something. Now, the great Blondini will start by lifting this barbell right above his head. As you can see, one end is 200 pounds, the other end is 200 pounds, and the bar was heavy because that was the bit I lifted. And so we're going to get it up over his. And now, between his teeth, 500 pounds in the shape of a lozenge. Now this weight here is a balk of timber cut from the timbers of Victory. We're going to leave it here so you can take it back on the outing on Friday. And this, believe me, is very heavy. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Blondini. Right, next on the programme we're going to have I thought the apes were the problem. Oh well, let's get it. Oh. Thank you, dear. Right, now then, as I think you can see on the front of this machine, it says that it used to say that it was the H4D enlarging machine. Flasher, can you go and sort of straighten out the sign? It's an enlarging machine. Everything you put in it gets bigger. Oh, that's enough of that. This is a family show. We had enough of that rubbish last night. Oh, come on. Right, so my friends here, my friends the clowns, are going to come and give one or two of you some things to put into the enlarging machine. Right. Now then, could somebody help this good lady to bring that up and put it in the enlarging machine? Or shall we? No, we'll take the enlarging machine forward. Come on, people. Oh, 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 oh. Can you throw that? Well, what is that anyway? It's a spoon. Can you throw it into the machine? Right over the top. Oh, oh well. Yeah, Kevin will put it in for you. Oh, you want another shot? Roll on the drums, please. Hey, fantastic. What have we got coming out? Oh. See, it got bigger. Terrific. Now then, what's this? It's a pair of scissors. No, I don't suggest you throw that. So can you come up and put them in the machine? Or... Let's have a round of applause for our people who are sort of helping themselves. This is very important. Right, what's next? It's full of water. Well, I'll tell you what, drink a little bit of it. You're not thirsty, all right? Well, I'm going to come and fetch you to put that in the enlarging machine. Carol, look, you can't. Oh, you surely you can't? No. I mean, she didn't really mean it. She didn't mean it, honestly. Oh, well. Great. Would you like to help the young lady back to her place over there? Yeah. What's that you've got there? Oh, what is it?
Monkey.
A monkey? Ah, well, perhaps you'd like to put that into there then, would you? I don't know what we're going to do. Put the monkey into the enlarging machine. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Holidays for the Disabled enlarging machine. Right, the next acts are animal acts, so keep your feet back. Don't be too afraid, they're well trained, not like the monkeys. Ah, we're having trouble apparently opening the cage. It appears that somebody's hung the key to the cage up on a great big piece of string, and they can't get it off. Graham and Sharon appear to have... Oh dear. What idiot did this? Was it you?
No.
Was it you?
No.
Well, has anybody got the idea we can't go anywhere? I mean, we're stuck here, the band's waiting at the back. We can't go anywhere without... What's this? No! You can't cut that. That piece of string is the washing line from out its corners. You're not allowed to cut that bit. Anybody else got any ideas how we can get that off of there so that we can go this... No, I told you, you can't cut the thing. No, that's cruel. That's cruel. No, look at the blood. No, don't. Anyone else back there with ideas on how we can sort this problem? Because it is a problem. Ah, this is Fiona. She's clever. Can you crack this one?
Yes.
Terrific. It looks to me as though she's getting into a bit of a knot there. I don't quite know how she expects to... Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiona, take a bow here. Take a bow. Now, clear off and open the cage, quick. Right, before the main animal act comes on, it's a lion act, a bit ferocious. We've actually got some cubs, which aren't quite so ferocious. So, can we just bring onto the floor, just for the children, the cubs? Oh. I give up. I'll tell you, the backstage folk here, they do feed some rubbish through. Take a bow then, cubs. Ladies and gentlemen, seriously now, will you please welcome Fellini's ferocious felines. Fellini's ferocious felines. We wanted to bring you 2 animal acts today, but in actual fact, when we arrived at Hayling Island, we only had just 1 act to offer. So we thought we'd perhaps go out and catch another animal so that we could train it quickly and give you another act. And the only person we knew who could possibly catch us a seal, a Hayling Island seal, the only person possible to catch that would be Superman. Please welcome Superman, who's bringing with him Keith the performing seal. Now I think we can find a ball to balance on Keith the performing seal's nose. I'm sure we could. Let's see if we can balance it on his nose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen that very quickly we've managed to train Keith, our performing seal. But Keith was sad because it's only fair, we think, that if you've got a seal, the seal should have a soulmate, I mean a seal mate. And so we went out and we found a seal mate for Keith. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for Mandy the Seal, Keith the Seal, and for Superman? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got just 1 act to bring you this evening now, before we have to say farewell. Get rid of the tub, that's it. And that is our unicycle act. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the Revolvers? Now, learning to ride a unicycle is impossible, except that some of these young people have done so. But I want to ask Wayne and Jill to show us how they can ride around in a circle. Now, let me tell you that Wayne has learned to ride a unicycle just 3 weeks ago, and Jill hasn't been on a unicycle for something like 3 months. Now, if he finishes up in that, don't worry, I'll come and get him. Okay, posers, you can stop now. Right. Now I want to ask you to welcome onto the floor Danny, who is going to show you how he can rock backwards and forwards on his unicycle. And now we're going to see Marianne, Trevor, Danny and Chris. We're going to ride through hoops. Right, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that our unicyclists like to show people is bunny hopping. Trevor. Oops. Can we have a roll, Mr. Drummer, please? No, it's not going to work. Oh. Well, we never said it was easy. Danny and Chris have been bunny hopping for a long time. Trevor hasn't. So we're going to ask them to come and show you just how they do it. Chris boasts that he's done over 3,000 bunny hops, but we're not going to ask him to do that tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you what would be useful, if everybody could count the number they actually do. That encourages people and makes it easy to do it. So if we can start with 1. 1. It's getting competitive, this is. It's getting competitive. I can see that they're going to be... Chris is the winner, but only by a very short head. Right, now I'm going to ask somebody to pass me that plank that we're all standing on. And I've got a volunteer in the shape of Flasher to lay on the floor. That's not very fair, is it? Yeah, you're not going to want to watch it, lad. Shut your eyes as well. Can you see his feet quivering? No. It's all right, the unicycle was falling apart. Right. Right, you can wake up now. It's okay. I'm sure you've gone to sleep without that fear. That's it. Take a bow, Kevin. Take a bow. That's good. Take a bow. That's lovely. There's a gentleman sitting in our audience, Mr. Crispin Hughes. I'd like to ask his assistance, if I may. He and I are collaborating with Wheelchair Sports tomorrow. It's all right. It's all right. You're quite safe, man. Thursday? Oh, it's on the ball at Wednesday, I don't know. Good lad. No. Would you like to lay on the floor? Lay down, please. Lay down in all that muck, yes. Sorry about the lion. Right, now then. That's it, spread his legs. Right. Now then, you don't want to look at this, that's it. Now, don't anybody tell him what's going on. You'll die of fright. Right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a star jump by a star unicyclist. Ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, Mr. Chris. Now I'd like my friend Ray to come on. He's going to bring a rope with him. And what I'd like to happen is for our unicyclists who aren't involved in this act to take a bow and to leave us for a moment. Right, now this takes space. And as you can see, we haven't got a lot of it up there. There's that big globe in the way. And, but here's Chris, who's going to skip on his unicycle. Whoops, that's only two. Oh, I'm glad they're waiting to serve breakfast. Right, are you fed up with this? Speed up then. Oh, right, that's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chris. And this is Danny. Now then, we have a problem. They tell me they cost a lot of money, those things up there. Yeah, me too, brother, me too. Are you ready? We'll have a roll on the drums. Skips on a Giraffe unicycle. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our show. You've been watching ordinary kids doing extraordinary things. Ladies and gentlemen, the Horley Littletop Children's Circus. As with everything else, there are lots of people backstage, and I'd like to thank Anne and Barbara